The message came at 2:13 a.m., and if I had ignored it, maybe I would have slept through the moment my entire future cracked open. But I didn't, because something in my chest jolted me awake before the notification even lit my screen, and there it was. From my fiancé, we need to talk. I'm going on a trip with Ava next month, and just like that, the room felt colder, smaller, wrong. My name is Sophia, and in 2 months I was supposed to marry a man I thought I knew completely. A man who had promised me forever with steady eyes and a calm voice. But as I stared at that message, one detail echoed louder than everything else. Seva, his girl best friend. The one he always insisted was basically family. The one I had forced myself to accept despite the subtle tension. The late-night texts, the way her name always hovered just beneath the surface of our relationship, like a shadow that refused to disappear. I didn't reply immediately, because instinct told me this wasn't just a casual conversation, it was a reveal. And when I finally saw him the next day, sitting across from me with his hands clasped too tightly, avoiding my eyes, I knew before he spoke that something had already crossed a line that couldn't be uncrossed. He said it was just a vacation, just a break before the stress of the wedding, just two friends reconnecting like they used to. But his voice carried a hesitation that didn't match his words, and when I asked why he hadn't told me earlier, why this felt like a decision already made instead of a discussion, he faltered, and in that tiny crack of silence I saw everything I needed to see. The guilt, the fear, the truth trying to stay buried. I wish I could say I walked away right then, but love doesn't shatter cleanly. It fractures slowly, painfully, leaving you questioning your own instincts, so I stayed quiet, nodding as if I understood. While inside my mind began stitching together memories. I had ignored the weekend he claimed he was busy with work but couldn't answer calls. The photo I once glimpsed of him and Ava laughing too close together before he quickly locked his phone. The way her name still slipped into conversations, like a habit he couldn't break. Days passed, and the trip loomed closer, tension thick between us. Until one night, I couldn't take it anymore and checked his phone while he slept, hands trembling as if they already knew what they would find. And there it was, not just messages, but plans, detailed and intimate hotel reservations under both their names. Jokes about finally getting time alone, and one line that made my breath catch completely. After this trip, everything will change, and I didn't need context to understand what that meant. When I confronted him, the mask finally broke. Not into anger, not into denial, but into desperation. His voice cracking as he insisted it was a mistake, that nothing had happened yet, that he was confused and scared and didn't want to lose me, that he would cancel everything, cut her off, do anything if I would just forgive him. And for a moment I almost believed him, almost until my phone buzzed in my hand and a new message appeared from an unknown number. A single photo attached, and when I opened it, my heart dropped into silence because it was him and Ava, taken just hours earlier. Standing outside the same hotel they had claimed was just a plan, her hand resting on his chest in a way no friendship could explain. And beneath it, a message that read, "He won't tell you the truth, so I will." And in that instant, the last thread holding my world together snapped cleanly. He kept begging, promising, reaching for me as if words could undo what I had already seen, but I stepped back, finally understanding that the most dangerous betrayals aren't the ones you discover too late, they're the ones you almost forgive. And as I walked away from the man I was supposed to marry, the only thought echoing in my mind was how close I had come to binding my life to someone who had already chosen someone else.